and Tesla's Smart Summon feature causing parking lot pandemonium. 12 at 12 starts right now. 12 minutes, no commercials, on TV and on the go on the 12 News app, Facebook, and YouTube. Hey guys, it's Rachel here. Up first, today's talker, e-scooters. They're now in downtown Phoenix on a trial basis. Tempe has them as well, but ASU has banned them from the main campus. So do you think having e-scooters on your streets is a good idea? Cast your vote right now at 12news.com/bullhorn or comment down below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. The results just minutes away. Hashtag most clicked. Here are the stories piquing everyone's interest right now. Up first, the impeachment inquiry. President Donald Trump now says the White House is preparing a letter to the Speaker of the House to formally object to Democrats conducting their probe without an official vote. The letter is expected to say the administration won't cooperate with the inquiry without a vote, but the president also says he thinks the House will pass it. Number two, a woman who fled from her naked fiancé who was holding a gun says she was just a little too late in leaving him. Sarah Jean says Daniel Sudbury started becoming physically abusive toward her in the last 2 months and threatened her and her 2 dogs if she tried to leave. Sudbury stomped on Sarah and punched her in the face at her North Phoenix apartment last weekend before opening fire on responding police officers, then turning the gun on himself. Number 3 most clicked, a Phoenix woman warning everyone about a con artist who tried targeting her on Instagram. A woman direct messaging Bobby Delaney saying she won a $600,000 drawing. Bobby realizing it's a scam, so she played along to see how far they would go. Bobby then getting a DM from none other than Mark Zuckerberg, but this copycat had very poor grammar.
Good you are. Go on, ask. It's been hilarious.
The scammer telling her she had to pay a $200 admin fee in Google Play cards to get the $600,000 debit card. Facebook, which owns Instagram, tells us it disabled the account. In today's Pulse on Health, the number of people getting sick from vaping is growing big time. The CDC says the death toll is now up to 19, and more than 1,000 people have gotten sick, including a handful here in the Valley. Most of those who become sick are under 35. The CDC says this could just be the beginning.
An outbreak of this magnitude that doesn't show any sign of slowing down is of great concern.
Doctors are trying to figure out what's making people sick. Some suggest vaping oil in the lungs is to blame, but experts at the Mayo Clinic in Scottsdale say they're seeing toxic chemical burns in the lungs. Counterfeit vapes are also causing concerns. Keeping you safe is a huge priority for 12 at 12. Tesla is testing out a new software feature which lets you summon your car to your location without being inside it. However, as Miguel shows us, Smart Summon is causing parking lot pandemonium.
For Tesla, the ride of the future may have just hit a pothole.
Oh!
Videos of the car company's autonomous feature failing and fueling online criticism.
Jeez, what's the deal?
Tesla's Smart Summon promises to allow your car to drive to you or a location of your choosing from 200 feet away, with no one behind the wheel as long as the car is in sight. Eager drivers summoning their cars in public parking lots against recommendations, with motorists shocked by near misses, costly clips, and potentially dangerous crashes.
With the touch of a button, the car should be able to pull out of a parking spot, stop if necessary, avoid all obstacles, and pull up right next to you.
But with startled pedestrians chasing after empty vehicles,
It's okay.
Tesla's latest cutting-edge software is driving concern into high gear again. Alarming videos continue to surface of motorists apparently in autopilot, asleep behind the wheel of speeding vehicles from Massachusetts to California.
You should call 911.
With Tesla imploring drivers in autopilot to follow the rules of the road, for those using Smart Summon, the company says you are still responsible for your car and must monitor it and its surroundings at all times. But with some drivers having to pump the brakes on the new feature, Tesla is already on a bumpy road.
Tesla has not yet responded to Miguel's request for comment, but it's important to point out that Tesla's Smart Summon is a beta feature, meaning that the software is technically not finished and can still be refined over time. In other news, not one but two scares in the air and two helicopters making separate hard landings. Now the Florida Coast Guard is showing video of its crew pulling the pilots to safety. First, a chopper made a hard landing in a swampy area near Orlando. An hour later, the sheriff's helicopter falling from the sky in the same area. Both pilots are expected to be okay. The Arizona Game and Fish Department has tortoises up for adoption. Its wildlife center is full, and it can't put the tortoises back out in the wild because captive tortoises can transmit diseases to wild ones. After 12 at 12, check out the 12 News app for full details on the adoption process. The Arizona State Fair is now officially open for business for the 2019 run. The fair is rolling out a bunch of new attractions for us this year, including Titan. The ride takes you 17 stories up in the air, then flips you over and drops you at 4 Gs, speeds above 60 miles an hour. Also new this year, esports gaming world and the Museum of Monsters. And of course, live music.
This year we have country artists like Chase Rice, Trace Atkins, Billy Currington, Lee Brice, and then we also have classics like Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo.
The fair drawing more than 1 million people last year. The fair runs through October 27th, just not on Mondays and Tuesdays. Looking ahead on 12 News first at 4, you're getting a look at the new food for this year. Then at 4:30, Lindsay takes us inside the Museum of Monsters. At 5, up close with Titan. Then on 12 News at 6, the Figure 8 race car. So, will Mother Nature cooperate with the fair's first weekend? Crystal joining us with our Forecast 411.
The rides are calling your name, waiting for you to take them for a spin at the Arizona State Fair this weekend. We're going all sunshine and snow cones. Gates open 11 o'clock, 87 degrees. Mid-90s by 3 o'clock, still in 90-degree territory at 7. And then clear skies at night will bring us down to 84 degrees by 9 o'clock. Hey, weekend, we see you and all the fun events you've got going on. Sunshine galore everywhere across the state, whether you're getting in on the brats and the beer at Oktoberfest in downtown Phoenix, 96 degrees, 95 in Queen Creek for one of my favorites, the Schnepp Farm Pumpkin and Chili Party from 10 to 10. Don't miss the fireworks at night. And that's sunshiny to Mesa for the downtown Mesa Fest. 96 degrees, 70 degrees in Flagstaff for Oktoberfest there, and Rex Allen Days. Your parade starts at 10, 85 degrees. In the afternoon, the rodeo's at 2. This above average weather continues, and we're near 100 on Monday.
If the fair fun isn't your thing, we're only a few weeks from the spooks, the scares, and the shivers of Halloween. The haunted houses are open, but what kind of special skills do you need to work in a place like that? Trisha is reluctantly finding out for us in today's A to Z 60.
This Halloween season, spend a night at the Fear Farm in the West Valley, but I'm warning you, it's not for the weak.
You should know that you're going to run into these guys.
It takes actors with extra spooky skills to work at a haunted house like this one.
There's a good chance that you're going to get scared.
The top 3 things you have to be good at: screaming, moaning, and, well, just being generally creepy.
Somebody that doesn't have to act, somebody that lives it like these guys. So we're always hiring. Fun for the whole family, but it's going to depend on the family, obviously. It's up to the parents' discretion.
Okay, let's do another take in a safe spot. So if you want to be freaked out, this is the place you definitely want to check out. And that's your A to Z 60. Okay, it's been fun. Bye.
Time for the Daily Juice. Jimmy Fallon embarrassing the one and only Taylor Swift on national TV. So here's the deal. Taylor got LASIK, then her mom took a hilarious video of Tay-Tay trying to eat a banana. And then mom sent the video to Jimmy. You can watch the clip on the 12 News Facebook page. And you don't want to miss Taylor Swift tomorrow night on Saturday Night Live. She is the musical guest. She says she's likely going to perform Lover, the title track from her latest album, along with the song she says she's never before performed live. You'll see that tomorrow night at 8:30 and again at 10:30 only on 12 News. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is hosting SNL. She stars in the comedy drama Fleabag, which just picked up a boatload of Emmys. So we want to know, who do you think should host and perform on SNL this season? Let us know who and why on my Facebook page, and we'll share some of them on 12 at 12 Monday. All right, back to today's talker, e-scooters. You may see them in downtown Phoenix, maybe in Tempe, but are they a good idea? 81% of you are saying no, only 19% say yep, keep on scooting. Consumer Reports finds that there have been at least 8 scooter-related deaths in the past year. More than 1,500 people have gotten hurt. However, many support them, having them, saying that they're convenient, they're cheaper than paying for a ride, and they're better for the environment than driving. So keep on voting on 12news.com/bullhorn. And those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, you can comment down below. It is Fun Friday, and it's great because it coincides with World Smile Day. And a lot of you are sharing your smile pics. Tram asked you to do so on yesterday's show with this adorable picture of her with Zoe and Zach. Valerie Martinez sharing this pic of smiles from Disneyland. Rose Harvey showing off her grandson and his big grin. And the Chandler Fire Department hosting a collage of pics saying, when you're doing the job you love, you can't help but smile. We couldn't agree more. That's going to do it for your 12 at 12. The facts on everything you need to know in just 12 minutes. No commercials. We're always on, anywhere, anytime, on 12news.com, the 12 News app, and on our socials as well. We'll see you again soon. Let's check in with Destry to see what's next on Arizona Midday.
Coming up on Arizona Midday, it's Friday. That means movies, and we have the popcorn. Plus, we have free tickets for you to see your favorites. And we'll tell you about some really cool movie parties.